Hello Libra, my name is Tanya, and I'm going to be doing a reading for you for the month of December. This is going to be a 5-card pull initially, and then I'll also pull a card from the bottom of the deck to see if there's any other information that comes through, and then I'll also pull an oracle card. And this is for the month of December for Libra. Knight of Coins. Knight of Coins, that's a slow-moving energy. What do we have for Libra for December? Okay. The 5 of Wands, excuse me. The Hierophant, the Ace of Cups, the Empress, and the Moon. So 3 of these are major arcana cards, which may indicate a shift in your perception overall on life or on your spiritual experience and growth over the month. So let's see what we have here. What am I getting overall from the cards that are shown here? So that we're starting out with a little bit of a struggle, which you may take as a learning experience, or you may learn something out of that that really changes your point of view on a certain situation and inspires some new action or opens you up to some new emotional opportunities where you feel very confident about yourself, about your ability to create the life that you want for yourself. And you may be doing some shadow work by the end of it, so discovering things about yourself that you never knew or never anticipated. Let me see if there's anything else coming through. I don't know, I feel like for some of you, I'm trusting what's coming through. There's this tea time factor or event or some sort of tea time type ritual that may bring you some comfort or something that you want to add to your celebrations over the month. It's some sort of tea time ritual. Maybe it becomes a new tradition or something like that for you. It feels like this is something you do on your own for yourself. Maybe even it's like a healing thing almost as you're going through this month. Okay. So a tea time ritual. I like the sound of that. Now let's see what each of these cards are saying. We're starting out here with the 5 of Wands. Wands are a fire element, and they're about passion. They're about chasing that dream, going for it. They're very active and bold. And in this case, we have several people all vying for the top spot or trying to earn a spot. This feels like earn a spot. But there's a lot of competition. Sorry, I am silent when I have stuff that's just on the edge there and I'm trying to let it through. So, vying for the top spot. For some of this feels like a promotion where there might be a lot of competition. And what I'm getting is don't push too hard. Let them know that you are interested and you would love to get the promotion. But keep your options open for other opportunities that might come in. You know, for some of you, this might be people vying to get you on their team. So they may be competing for you. Interesting. So for some of you, these are people that are vying for your attention or trying to get you onto their team, or have you become part of their posse, their unit. Okay. For others, this is where you are all vying for the same position. You need to make sure in spite of all the jostling and things that are going around, whatever people are saying, focus on your abilities, your gifts, your strengths. And don't try to put the attention on everybody else. Focus in and hone in on what you can bring in, on what you have to bring value to them. That's how you're going to succeed in this area. Don't be like everybody else. You want to focus in on your stuff, what you bring. So hone in on your skills in this area. Okay. And then we come to the Hierophant. This is one of the major arcana cards. The Hierophant is about, it's usually an authority figure. You could be the authority figure, or you could be the person who is learning from them about the rules and expectations. This is like societal stuff. It could be about law. It could be how certain things work, almost from very, well, it could be in theory or in practice, depending on what it exactly it is. But it is the expected way, or the expected things that you are learning or being taught or teaching. So it's kind of like the basics. You have to go back to basics in this situation. So for some of you, you literally have to go back to basics and learn what the underlying rules are, because you need to know what all those things are that are in place now before you can figure out if you want all that to apply to you, or apply your own creativity to it to expand on it or grow from that point. For some of you also, okay, it wants to come up. It's like working in a kitchen and you're starting out just cutting the vegetables and learning how to do that and getting really good in the habit of that. And then you move on to the next thing and the next thing. And I am not a kitchen person, or have never worked in a kitchen, but that's the example I'm being shown, is you start at the bottom and you work your way up. So this is where you're at the bottom and you're observing and learning how things work, the order that certain things should be done in, what combinations of things work best together. All of that. You're learning about all that. You have to have that down before you can start to put your own twist on things. So this is the stage you're at right now, is that learning. And I do feel for the majority of you, it is you are receiving the knowledge, you are not giving the knowledge. There might be very few of you that are teaching it, that are giving the knowledge, but I feel like most of you are on the receiving end. And then we have the Ace of Cups. Aces are quick incoming energy. Cups are about our emotions and our intuition. So this is being inspired. Something happened, some initiation, or I don't know why I'm doing this with you, but it's like sparking your internal fire, or it feels really good, like it's almost a gentle energy, joyful. Finding your center. So something may occur to you as you're going through this process. It's an inspired choice. Okay. An inspired choice. So you have a choice here about mid-month. Something that you should use your emotions or intuition to make or to follow. You need to follow those. If you can follow your intuition or your emotions in this instance, in this case, to something that is new to you, it's not something you've experienced before, so there's trust involved here. You need to trust and believe in yourself. And this is suggesting that you should, and that you should go for it, even though there is definitely the unknown there, possibly the fear of the unknown. Oh, it doesn't feel like it's fear. It's just unknown to you. So you have no idea how things are going to turn out. You are going to just trust it and go with it. And then we come to the Empress. She is like the mother of the tarot, one of the major arcana cards. She is a creator. Frequently, she is shown as a pregnant woman. She is Mother Earth in a way, very nurturing. She is usually ruled or has the symbol of Venus on her card. So think of those, the luxuries, sensuality, very in touch and in tune with the earth and everything that's around her. It's a beautiful card. So what does this mean for you? I think this is you just really with this here. It leads you to this space where you're just, perhaps you get into this creative process or a new hobby or something like that that's engaging your senses, more actively engaging your senses. And maybe for some of you, you are taking some cooking classes or something like that. And now this is where you are coming up with your own recipes and things like that to feed the people, feed those you love, feed yourself, to be inventive. So I feel a lot of creativity here for you in particular. Inspired creativity. Interesting. Okay. And it's something that you really feel good when you're creating. You're enjoying the process. So I guess for a good majority of you, a large number of you, this may have to do with food or cooking or in the kitchen somehow. Interesting. But it could also just be painting, not just be. It could also be painting. It could be writing, making things with your hands. However your hands can be involved. That's what I'm feeling here. And then we come to the moon. And I think this means that as you're doing this, in this creative process, you're learning so much about yourself as you're doing this. Things you didn't know you were capable of doing, talents that you didn't know that you had. That's what this moon card is feeling to me. So the moon, another major arcana card, is typically about secrets or shadow work, diving deep into our psyches and looking at the things that go boo in the night, that's may trigger us. It could be as you're going through all this, you're recognizing, oh, well, that's why I've always done it that way. I can change it though. It feels like evolutionary for you. So it's gaining confidence and uncovering skills and things perhaps that you long had forgotten that you were capable of. For somebody, at least one of you, it might be an old family recipe that you finally discover or comes out once people know that you're interested in the cooking part. They're like, oh, well, grandma left this whole book of recipes that have been in the family forever. You'd be the perfect person for it. Or do you want to look at it? Or let's see, what recipes do you want out of this? That type of thing. Yeah, and for some of you, it just uncovers this or gives you such a deep level of confidence. Because it is something you're good at and something you're very talented. It turns out to be, and again, you almost took this on a whim or perhaps had signed up with it initially for someone else and perhaps they can't make it or maybe they are with you, but you did not expect to get so deeply involved in it and to feel it click so well with you. I love that. Okay, that's what they have for that. Let's see what we have on the bottom of the deck. The King of Coins. Another earth element. Oh, this is your only earth element. This is sort of Virgo. This is Virgo energy. The King of Coins. Except you're Libra. So it might be, it could be that you have a Virgo that's involved throughout this process with you. Or you have some Virgo placements. But anyway, the King of Coins is an earth element. They're very grounded and connected to the earth. So it's nurturing. It's also tangible, material things, things that you can touch and feel. It's about coins. It's about the money you bring in. And it feels like you're very confident in that area. You have control over your finances. You have control over a budget. It's being very sure of yourself and the place that you're at and where you are in life right now. I just feel this very good hearth and home kind of feel. That kitchen witchery almost feeling here. And mastery. Mastery, that's the word that wants to come through for you. Yes. Gaining mastery over whatever this creative thing is, if it's cooking, if it's writing, if it is painting, knitting, crocheting, whatever it is, where you're working with your hands and you are physically creating the item. So again, this is involving your hands and gaining such a very strong sense of confidence and mastery that almost feels like it comes naturally to you for this month. Is that what you wanted for this one? Yeah, okay. Now I'm going to pull an oracle card for our Libras. What do we have for Libra? For an oracle card. Yeah, the top one. Okay. Trader, exchange energy to create abundance. Goes with the King of Coins very well. Exchange energy to create abundance with the trader. So you are creating, again, something with your hands. Something possibly that you can leverage as an additional source of funds in some way. Or that you can use to barter with someone else. Like you'll cook up a batch of, I don't know, spaghetti sauce in trade with another artisan for cookies. Or you'll paint a picture of their cat in exchange for, what are some other things we had here? An Afghan or something like that. An exchange, it's a barter system. So bartering with these new skills, offering to trade items, physical items, for over this month. And for some reason, this is coming to my mind, that game you can play with the dice and gifts at a party or something like that, where you roll the dice and you can trade your gift with another gift. For some reason, that's coming to mind. So that might be involved for some of you this month. Entirely possible. But this feels very artisan-like, the whole reading. Very much a growth in that type of area for you for the month of December. Yeah. Very creative Libras out there. It's really good energy. And I love this with you because I believe you are also ruled by Venus. So this is very much in your power. I love that. Okay. That is what I have for Libra for December. Please hit that like button and please hit subscribe and help me grow my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you later.